Marcus is in the hiring process and he says, how do you keep work from coming home with you? I love this question, this conversation, because it's a serious point of contention. See, I'm of the opinion that it's impossible to completely separate one's personal life and professional life. Oh, wait, let me do it like this. I am of the opinion that it is completely impossible to separate one's personal life from their professional life. Oh, I like how that sounded. All distinguished and shit. This is a great question because this profession is one that will without a doubt change you, affect you, alter your behavior outside out of uniform, and we want to minimize that impact. So let's look at this comment. Marcus writes, I have a wife and 3 kids who I don't want to let out the work life on. I know that there are going to be days that are harder than others and I'm going to slip up and take my day out on them at home at times, but what resources are there to navigate away from that? Well, for starters, Marcus, you can buy my books, both available on Amazon. I'm sorry for that shameless plug. I'm disgusting. But seriously, in both I share personal examples of how my professional life has affected me outside out of uniform. And I offer some insight on how to combat the crossover, the blurring, the bleeding of one world into the other. And the first thing is the acknowledgement that bringing work home with you, with us, it's a thing. Because it is. And it seems like from your comment, you already understand that. You are already in a better position because you get it. Admit it. That it's not when, but if. And that's step 1, identifying the threat. This isn't about knowing yourself or being weak. It's about learning to process the things that we see. And I guarantee that at some point during your time inside, something, some event, some situation is going to surprise you, sneak up on you. And you can scoff or disagree or leave a shitty message in the comments for me to see. But the reality is that if you work in corrections long enough, something that you see, hear, say, or have to do is going to come home with you. And if you don't understand that, if you don't acknowledge that, if you don't realize that the enemy that we're fighting is the correctional environment itself, then you're going to be in bad shape. And I wrote about and talked about the differences between how this job affects you and it affects everybody differently. And I'm not going to dive into it on this video. You can go back and check it out or check out my books. But the point is knowing that it will affect you, knowing that it is a possibility, puts you in a better position to combat it when the symptoms come up. Another piece to keeping the impact that this profession has on your personal life to a minimum, to a manageable level, is having a transition strategy. An intentional divide. A buffer between work and home. Between the inside and the outside. For me, I have a distinct routine when I'm getting ready for work to leave the house and when I'm coming home from the facility to my house. Because in a world of chaos, those two things are what I can control. The time that I get ready and the way that I get ready, the way that I prepare myself to put on my professional face is the same every day. And it starts to transition the mental morphosis from personal life to professional life. Mental morphosis, I like that. We're going to talk about that later. I shower, and that starts the process of shifting from father to officer. Then I have certain spots in my house. Some people have like a basket or a place on a table where they put everything. I don't have that. I have some stuff in the bathroom. I have some stuff where I get dressed, put my uniform on. I have some stuff downstairs in a basket. And then I have some stuff out on the door. It's almost like when you enter the facility, you go through different doors to get to where you need to go. This routine even includes where I park my car because after I get off shift and I change, I like to walk a little bit to my car, decompressing, processing the events of the day. And when I drive home, I take that time to come down. I don't listen to the radio. I put on my cruise control and I just drive. If I'm making sense, if you're picking up what I'm putting down, like this video and leave me a thumbs up in the comment section. Also, what do you do to separate the two? I know y'all do something, right? Oh, sorry, I'm waiting for you to type your comment. Guys, the last part of this, and maybe the most important part, is communication. Is to talk to your friends and family. Is to share what you're feeling and needing as you navigate this emotional minefield that is corrections. You gotta let them know if it was a tough day. You gotta let them know if you're stressed. And if it's best that you skip the dinner party. I know that sometimes we want to keep our professional life separate from those at home. We don't want to talk about the things that we see because we feel like we're protecting them. But in reality, we're isolating them because we need their support. And if we don't communicate what we need to those that love us, well, then they're not going to know how to help or when to help. So include them, because this job, a career in corrections, not only affects the person who works inside. You not only bring this job home with you, but it has the potential to affect everybody around you, your entire household. Alright guys, if you like this video, check out this video here on how to conduct a solid round. Or this one here on not taking insults from the inmates so seriously. Alright guys, that's all I got until next time. Be smart, stay safe, stay sane, and we'll talk soon.